minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the third. If Jordan gets that next field goal, he's the all-time Bulls scorer.
You can count on him getting it tonight. Nobody's going to shut him out the rest of this game. He might get it right here.
You're still alive, Butter.
But not for long.
Sixers by 10.
Sixers need to mount an offensive attack here.
Derek Smith nearly followed up his own miss. Paxson on the break has Jordan here.
There it is.
And he now is the Bulls' all-time leading scorer. He did it in 5.5 seasons. 12,000 plus points.
Going to be a straight one-man play for Charles Barkley.
Here's Ron Anderson.
There's George by himself.
Yeah, he's basket hanging down there, but the Sixers made the basket and saved themselves. But Jordan dunked at the other end. Cartwright.
Got to keep him out there. Don't let him get inside.
Left-handed hook shot. Trickles down. 9 points for Cartwright as he works himself a good 4 or 5 feet closer to that
Right.
move.
Once he's in the paint, he's dangerous. Got to keep him out of the paint area. Keep bumping him out of there.
89-81. Charles now in traffic.
Great drive by Charles. Bulls looking to push it, Jim.
Here's Pippen looking around. Paxson, a deadly shooter.
Yes, sir.
We got a barn burner here. Charles has 31 points.
Sixers can get 2 for 1 here if they go at it.
Now Paxson reaches in and comes up with the steal. Nice pass. Jordan inside to Grant. And that's as good a play as the Bulls have pulled, and they pulled within 6. 91-85. Thought Jimmy Lina might go for the time. Instead, he wants to settle the group down a bit and run a set play here.
Well, this is the same play. This is going to be Johnny Dawkins trying to beat John Paxson, and he should be able to do this. Michael Jordan has to stay with his man.
Derek Smith on the run is blocked off. Kaminsky saves. Barkley still has lots of time left, or he can ever get the ball airborne. Somebody tip it in, will you? Derek Smith with 1 second left. And Pippen throws one away. The Sixers 93, the Bulls 85 after 3 terrific quarters of basketball. We'll be back.
John Stockton and Malone are 2 of the most exciting players in basketball. Stockton leads the league annually in both assists and steals. He's a great passer. He knocks down the open shot, and he and Karl Malone work as well together as any 2 players in basketball. I'm anxious to see them. I'm going to do a videotape, a conditioning videotape for the NBA with Karl Malone. And I'm anxious to do that. We'll probably get to it this summer after the season's over. But I'm anxious to work with Karl. He's a great conditioned guy.
Wow, I'll say.
Scott Brooks in now. Jim has to use his bench. And he's going to have to find some rest period for Charles in this half, I think. It's going to be hard for Charles. You got Bob Thornton in now also, in place of Mike Kaminsky.
Stacey King into the Bulls. They've got B.J. Armstrong and King, Hodges, Pippen, and Horace Grant. The open shooter is Grant, and he gets the general roll, and a foul as Thornton will be called for backing Stacey King out of the picture.
All right. Jack Madden got Bob Thornton being a little too vigorous and is blocking out once the shot was in the air. Let's watch Bob. There's the shot. Now, King got inside and Bob just pushed him under the basket. That's frequently let go, but not this time by Jack Madden.
93-88.
This is a critical time. The Sixers have to add to their lead while Michael Jordan's on the bench. Good screen.
Little loop shot by Hawkins, no, and out comes Armstrong. Or no, Hodges, I'm sorry. Pippen again. Uh-oh, 93-90. It's been a long time since the Bulls have been anywhere near this one.
Hawkins and Barkley.
Tough shot, Barkley, but it goes.
Oh, boy. Charles is having some games tonight, Jim.
33 points. 34 is his season high this year. Pippen's going to try it. Oh, no, that was a pass.
I think it was a blocked shot, really.
Now Armstrong in possession. The tip in. Barkley has to really fight hard for that rebound. He got nailed in the process. No call. Thornton has the strip.
Sixers in great position to rebound that missed shot by Hawkins. Both Thornton and Derek Smith were in excellent rebounding position. Hersey has a dead open shot, as you can see. The ball is off target. Derek was there, and Bob Thornton picks up the loose stuff around the basket and gets fouled.
Charles is really into the reserve tank right now.
Charles has used a lot of energy tonight.
One for Thornton. 6-point Sixer lead. 10:26 to play. Jordan on the bench for the Bulls, but that will not be for long.
Scott Brooks trying to agitate B.J. Armstrong into some errors.
Good pass there and a whistle.
No.
They're going to say the foul called on the entry pass. Barkley, that is his second foul.
Charles tries to steal this inbounds pass, as he frequently does. Misses this time. Bob Thornton comes over to stop the play.
There is a wild scramble there. It is won by Grant. Now he goes back outside. And a block foul against Scott Brooks.
Good play by Scotty, but I think he was moving. And you have to have a stationary position. But I like Scotty's. Watch Scotty.
Yeah.
See, he's moving into his pass and gets the call against him as it should have gone. Good call by the official.
King makes a big power move.
Oh.
And then Pippen comes across with a loose ball foul. That's 5 on Scottie Pippen.
Well, now that's critical. Now Phil Jackson has to make a decision, and he brings Michael Jordan back in for Pippen.
And not a bad sub.
When you're going to bring Michael Jordan in for anybody, it's not a bad move.
Sixers with the ball and a 6-point lead.
Here comes the Hawk off Barkley's screen. Two-man play now. There's the double.
Good defense, Bulls here. Desperation job by Derek Smith, and the Bulls cooperate as Stacey King sends it into the third row.
Excellent defense by the Bulls that time. Derek Smith had to force up the tough jump shot from the perimeter. Two-man play now for the Hawks.
Hawk turns it into a one-man play and then nearly throws it away, and it's off and out of bounds. The Sixers will keep it. They have 8 seconds to get a shot.
Plenty of time for the Sixers. Watch a lob pass to Charles Barkley.
And a foul as Charles was attempting to shoot B.J. Armstrong that time, but B.J. left go.
Charles played that very well. While the ball was in Derek Smith's hands, out of bounds, Charles was looking down at the floor, but he had the pass in the perimeter of his vision. And Derek made a perfect one. He popped it right up there where Charles could go get it. Sixers do that a lot, Jim. It's smart basketball.
Dawkins Barnes and Cartwright checking in for their respective teams. Again, Mahorn, we have not heard from the big guy. Rick has gone to the hospital for x-rays on a hyperextended elbow.
If the Bulls want to go at it, they should have an advantage of Cartwright against Bob Thornton inside. Let's see what they do.
Barkley now with a new season high. He's got 35. Jordan finally missed one. But the Bulls are getting a lot of second chances here in the second half.
P.J. Armstrong.
That's his first goal of the game.
He's a good open court shooter. Sixers working Hersey off the baseline screens again.
Hodges the defender. The Hawk goes long. Barkley the rebound. Trying to dribble it through the pack, and now we've got looks like a bridge game down there. North, south, east, and west.
Looks like somebody did a slam that time.
Charles is taking this opportunity.
Charles is getting rest. Watch Charles when he comes off with this ball. He's going to try and take it to the baseline, get closed off, and try to spin back. But P.J. Armstrong had anticipated the move and came and closed it off and got the jump ball. This will be a good one.
Nobody got it. Do it again.
This is a classic, this matchup. These two guys both can get up in the air, both quickly. Charles wins.
Jordan again reaching around, and Jimmy Lynam says, how can that not be a foul? And Ed Rush herds the coaching staff back to the bench. 8:10 left to go in this great basketball game. And there's a foul, so that's what it'll do sometimes. So when you get on the referees a little bit, you got them push.
Yeah. Jim Lynam had complained about Michael Jordan committing a foul on the previous play. And when the same thing happened again, Ed Rush called the foul in favor of the Hawks.
Mike Jaminski back in. Who's the open man? There he is.
The Hawks.
Got it. 18 points for Hawkins. The Sixers by 8. They have led this thing.
Derek Smith. Watch Derek Smith defend Michael Jordan.
There is Hodges. Quick shot. No good. Again, the ball knocked away by the Sixers' Derek Smith. Sixers have led this since the opening minute of the game, as much as 23. But now they're in a fight.
Gotta watch Craig Hodges, an open shot.
There he is. One of the league's premier three-point shooters. He's getting the playing time he's gotten with other teams. Now they run a little play for Hawkins, and he delivers.
We've got Craig Hodges against the Hawks now.
There's a block on Derek Smith. Jordan tried that little limp leg move, and he was going to blow right by Derek. Derek anticipated it and paid the price.
Derek doesn't back down. He'll stay in there and fight you all the way.
Derek went flying. Long one from the corner. Armstrong this time.
Sixers had good defensive position that last time. Might have gotten a charge from Michael on an ordinary call, but they don't give calls like that against Michael. Nice ball movement.
Hawkins a hot player right now, and Wambo.
Nice drive by the Hawks.
Really sandwiched there. Cartwright and Stacey King. They give it to King. 6:33 left to go in this game. Stay with it.